Good graphics are easy to read and convey information to the reader very quickly. Let's go over some of the ways to make your graphics look better. The first one we'll look at is a histogram, which can be found by going to Analyze, Distribution. Go ahead and click this, and then we need to select a blue variable, which is quantitative. This might not be the variable you're using on your project or for your work, but we will use for this example, expensive coffee. Go ahead and double click the variable you want, and it'll appear in the Y columns. Now let's click OK. From here we get the histogram, but let's put it in horizontal layout. Click the red arrow and go to Stack, and now the histogram has been changed to horizontal layout. From here, we can go to histogram options and add in whatever we want. We probably want a count axis or a probability axis. This will add in the count axis for us to see. We can also change the summary statistics to add anything else we want. We can add in things like the IQR or the range and any other things we want to add to the summary statistics. These will now appear. The IQR can also be found by doing Q3 minus Q1, so you can obtain these other ways, just like the range can be found from the max minus the min. But whatever information we want to display can be changed. Remember, the red arrows have your options, so feel free to click them and choose different options that you think make it look best. Make sure to include all things we ask for, like account access, and also maybe include summary statistics that you can put by customizing the summary statistics here. You can still find them on your own by computing them, but you can always put them in the report under the graphic. For the next graphic, we're going to look at a mosaic plot and see how to move the graphics from within it. So let's go here to Analyze, Fit Y by X. Fit Y by X is when we have two variables. This platform right here is very versatile and can do lots of different analysis. So let's go ahead and choose two random variables, like born in Tennessee, as the X variable, and let's see if that explains if someone has broken a bone. Now, I wouldn't think there's any reason why people born in Tennessee would be more or less likely to have broken a bone, and if you notice, these are both categorical variables, which will give us the contingency table along with the mosaic plot, and you'll see the little graphic down here. These graphics show you what you'll be getting if you put in different types of variables, from a scatter plot to side-by-side box plots to logistic regression to a contingency table and mosaic plot. Let's go ahead and do our mosaic plot with contingency table with two categorical variables. So now we have our mosaic plot, and actually it turned out to be one of the most independent mosaic plots I could possibly get. The percentages are very, very close. Now if you notice, the contingency table has a red arrow, which means we can customize the statistics. Now, I might want only certain things in here. If you look now, I have born in Tennessee. These are the people who are not born in Tennessee, and 49% of them have broken a bone, 49.09, and these are the people who are born in Tennessee, and 48.68% of them have broken a bone. You can see that is right here. If we hover over this, we should get the graphic to appear. There it is, 48.7, which is the number right here. You can pin things to the graphic. It is possible if you want. Just make sure everything looks nice and neat. This can be pinned to the graphic if you want. I would probably make it a little bigger if I did that. If I want to pin that onto this graphic right there, this is all your choice. Just think about how it's best displayed and you can communicate the information, such as like 48.7% of the people born in Tennessee have broken a bone. But now let's go ahead and put these side by side. You'll need to click up here. You'll notice there's a blue bar. On Macs, it's there normally, and on PCs, you have to click up there. You'll go to the third option. On the Mac, it's also the third option past the question mark, and you'll want to click this selection tool. Now here's the tricky part. Click this one time. Do not click and drag. Click it one time, and then click and drag. You'll want to wait till a blue bar appears right here and let go. If you have not resized the window will auto resize, and then you will have the contingency table next to the mosaic plot. So once again, remember, click here one time to select it, and then click and drag. Do not click and drag lest you will. Let's try that method. If we click and drag, it highlights everything, and that is not what we want to do. We want to click here one time, and then we click and drag over. We're going to get two of them now. So that is how we move this side by side and create a nice, neat graphical representation. Don't have two of these. Do not have two of those right there. That would not be good for your project. The final bit of graphical displays we'll look at here will be the pie chart. A lot of people have very long legends at the bottom of their pie chart, taking up a lot of space. So let's go to Graph, Let's go to Legacy, and let's go to Chart. For a pie chart or a bar chart, we need to do a categorical variable. So let's go to Social Political View, which has a lot of levels, and let's click OK. If you notice, we double-click the variable, and that makes it appear on the X levels. So we now have a bar chart here. We can add options to it just by clicking the red arrow. We can go to all the options like label options. We can label by values, percent, or label by row, so we can show the labels right there. Pretty good bar chart. We can repeat the process by going to redo analysis, and we get another bar chart for us to customize as a pie chart. So with this right here, let's go to the red arrow right here and go to pie chart. Now, if you notice, this is taking up a lot of space right here. We'll move the bar chart out of the way. The pie chart might ask for other details. It all depends on what your project asks for, so make sure to read the project. If we want to go to percentages, we can change it, and I'm just using a random variable here. But if you notice, this is a lot of white space. So there are options if we right-click on this legend down here and go to Legend Settings. From here, we can go to Horizontal Layout versus Vertical Layout. And let's click OK, and we've changed it. Now we have a much more condensed view, and it's easier to put into a report. We can screenshot both of these and put them side by side and make them look nice and neat and have a good presentation for our report. Remember that the goal of our graphics is to communicate information to the reader. Make good graphics that are easy to read and that give the information in a clear, concise way. Good luck!